Hi, my name's Ed. I'm one of the brokers here at Burton Waters Boat Sales in Lincoln. Just behind me here is a Westwood A35 we have for sale. She's a 2008 boat with a single 150 horsepower Yanmar diesel engine. What we're going to do is a quick video walkthrough for you today. So we're going to have a look at the exterior of the boat. We're going to have a look at the cockpit area and also the interior accommodation, just to give you a better idea of exactly how the boat is. If we just have a quick look on the outside, so one of the things you'll notice is how good the bathing platform is. Now, one of the things we have here is the sails pontoon is slightly higher. So if you can imagine this is being on a normal sails pontoon, if you're reversing the boat in, one of the handy things is it will sit a little bit lower. So what that means is you can walk directly straight onto the boat from the pontoon. So you can walk directly onto the bathing platform and into the steps into the accommodation. Also, you can walk down the side as well. It's just as easy to walk on the side bathing platform, and also walking a little bit further down to side deck access here. We will have another look at this as we go inside, because you can get access to this from the inside as well. She's one of our stock boats, been prepared by our workshop department. So one of the things you'll notice is the gel coat is really nice and shiny, so we've given the superstructure a good power polish, and she's also been anti-fouled as well. But if we move back now, we'll go have a look at the cockpit. We'll start in the cockpit area and then work our way into the accommodation. Okay, so we're now in the cockpit area of the Westwood. One of the recurring themes you'll see on this boat is just how practical it is. So you've got a lot of seating in the area here. You've got seating on the starboard side and also on the port side. Nice deep seating here, and you've also got this infill here which sits in the centre pot there, so you can stretch across the boat's beam. She's around 12.5 foot beam, so it really makes the most out of that. Also got some seating a little bit on the left hand side as well, on the port side, and dedicated seating for pilot and co-pilot respectively. Another good thing is good access to side decks, so you've got them at the starboard side and also the port side. So all you have to do is lift this section of the canopy up here, and you've got access down to each of the side decks, and also you've got good sturdy handrails as well down the starboard side to give you access to the bow, and also on the port side as well. So we'll have a look at a little bit of more of a detailed look at that a little bit later on. Moving forward to the helm position, so everything's nicely neatly laid out. It's really simple. You've got your throttle control here, which is electronic, which is really easy to put it in and out of gear. VHF, speed and depth gauge there, and all your data for your engines. We've also got control for your bow and stern thruster. So this is quite handy in the fact that it's a single unit. So you can turn it respectively to move the bow and also the stern, but also together, so you can move the boat in a sideways direction. Handy when it's a single engine with a single shaft. Another quick thing we'll go over is just the canopy arrangement. So you can see you've got a full canopy here. You can take it off in sections, so it's handy for a day like today when the weather is a little bit different. If you get a lot of rain, it's not going to affect anyone who sits up in this area, because it's got a nice coverage. You can, like I said, you can move it in different. You can take it off in different sections as well, and also the way it's situated and how it's designed is it's moved all the way to the back and goes straight down, so you're not compromising on any of the sort of seating. Some canopies on some boats go at an angle, so it cuts off some headroom. This goes straight back and straight down. So like I said, even when it's a little bit windy and rainy outside, you can still make the most out of this area. We'll move down now into the accommodation, have a look at the saloon and also the aft cabin as well. Okay, we're in the main interior saloon now. So you've got the big seating area over to the starboard side. It's worth noting that underneath each individual cushion there's more storage, so you can never have enough storage on a boat, so it's nice that you've got that storage down there on the starboard side. Also got some more cupboards over here on the port side. This one in particular houses the TV and also some storage underneath. So shut that one, and you've got some more storage in the form of another cupboard there as well. Single helm boat, but you have got access to another side door here. So we went over previously about how access to the side decks. Good thing about this door is you can open the door and it gives you direct access not only to the side decks but directly off the boat, because you've got a chain which breaks up in the handrails, and also a central cleat which is very near it as well, so you can tie the boat up that little bit easier. And another thing worth noting as well in this particular boat is just how light an area it is in here. You've got windows stretching all the way around, and that's complemented by the headlining, which is nice and light, and also the wood, which is light as well. So it really means you can spend a lot of good time in here, a nice time. Again, if the weather's not very good. You have got diesel heating as well, which we've had on this morning just to heat the boat up a little bit. But it means you can come down to the marina when it's cold, turn the heating on, just sit nicely in this area. You've got all your amenities and anything that you can need. Got the galley down there, we'll look at that a little bit later, but we'll move into the aft cabin, which is the main sort of accommodation for this boat, and I'll take a look at that. So this is the real selling point of the boat, is the aft cabin space. With the helm position sitting up higher, with the engine sitting a little bit forward, it creates this big main accommodation in the aft. Now it makes the use out of the boat's beam, so again, like I said, nearly 13-foot beam, and what it does mean is you've got a nice double bed in here. It really makes most of the use of the space, and it really feels, big for the size of the boat. The boat's around 35 feet, so the size of the boat, it feels like you've got a nice little room here for your owner's cabin. Storage along the port side here, so you can lift up. You've got little storage areas here, again on the starboard side, and then in here as well, got little bits of storage, areas to place things, and also now as well on the starboard side, you've got access to your main ensuite. So you've got natural light flooding in from the windows there. You've got your electric heads, and also a separate shower as well, which is a nice feature. It's closed off, so it's not going to, when you do use a shower, it's not going to get your toilet wet. It's one of the little things not a lot of people think about, but it's a nice little feature as well. Have also got the windows all the way around as well, so that's off the exterior of the boat, letting you natural light in, but also complemented by these LED lights as well. So it feels nice and cosy in here during the night time, but it's a nice and light area during the day. Right, we'll move over to the galley and finally the forward section of the boat. Okay, so we're in the galley section now, just a little bit further forward than the saloon. So you've got a U-shaped galley area, all the amenities you could really need, a nice big countertop space for any sort of preparing meals or anything you want to do really. Your fridge is located just under here, so that's a nice big fridge. Plenty of storage as well, all the way throughout. Under this one in particular, you've got a microwave stored away, so it's handy if you don't want to use your gas, which is located here. So you've got a gas hob and also a gas oven. More storage at the top here, and then your twin sinks as well, which is nice. Controls over here, so you've got things like your water and waste gauges, and then your water heater bits and pieces, which will in the engine room, which we'll go over a little bit later on. In this cupboard here, nicely tucked away, so your controls for your major bits on the boat, or your light controls, isolators, things along those lines. It's nice to have something that's readily available. On a lot of boats, the isolators are tucked away and you have to move seats, etc., and everything like that to get access to it. It's nice everything's in one place, and you get an idea about if the boat's got power and also all the bits and pieces that you want to turn on and off. So just the port side here, if you've got your heads, more importantly it's a day head, so you've got a second head on the boat, but more for your daytime use. Also acts as a head for the forward accommodation as well, which will have a quick and plenty of area to clean your teeth or whatever you want to do really. And then move forward into your secondary accommodation. So obviously it's got a V-berth, twin single V-berth, storage with the starboard section there in the cupboard, and also just on the top there as well. Sort of standard sort of arrangement for a boat of this size, but it's nice to have another area where you can sleep if you've got anyone staying with you on the boat. Right, I moved over to the engine room now, so you can sort of see and have a quick look at that. We've lifted the engine hatch up, sat in the centre of the boat here, obviously with a single shaft drive. Single Yanmar 150, as I said. Also worth pointing out, the boat is only a one owner from new boat, so it's only had one owner throughout its lifetime. Done around 900 hours, but obviously that's all at sort of river speeds. So you can see nice and clean down there, sat in the centre of the boat. There's also a little bit further from that is the generator, so it's quite a nice feature actually to have a generator on a boat this size. So if you want to go that little bit further out and you're not going to have hook up to any sort of electrical mains power, the generator will provide that, and it's quite an expensive option. But you've got easy access to any sort of engine maintenance or things like that down here. And obviously, with it being a single shaft drive, with the engine being a little bit further forward, not only does it give you a little bit more room in the accommodation for your aft cabin because the engine is not sat further back, but also lessens your cost for servicing. Because all you've really got to focus on the engine. There's no sort of drives or anything to worry about. It's just a single shaft with a propeller and a rudder.
If you enjoyed the walkthrough, please check out our website, burtonwaters.co.uk. Here, you'll be able to find a wide variety of further specifications and images on this boat, as well as many others that we have in stock for you to view. For any further details, please check out the description down below.